It's 9 a.m. Why is no one working?
Amy Santiago is a few minutes late, and we're all trying to guess why.
I'd like to play. I'd say she's in line at the bank. This is fun.
It is fun, but you're all wrong. She clearly slipped through a subway grate and is having terrible sex with a mole man. There she is, Amy. Where have you been? We've been worried sick. Do you care to explain yourself?
I'm just 70 seconds late. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Santiago, you will tell us, and you will tell us now.
There's a problem at the bank.
Hot damn!
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume.
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
Glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, May 22nd, 2018. It's been so long since I made that intro that I had a baby when I made it. It's episode 425 of the PanelsOnPages.com podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
I hope Shark likes Three Doors Down because I'm going to be playing Kryptonite on repeat.
Jose Guzman.
7 megabytes, too big. Can't. Just can't.
And Kelly Harris is trying his goddamnedest to get on there. We're trying to get Kelly on. He's having some very technical difficulties, but we're working on it. Because Hangouts and Messenger is weird.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll get Kelly and his hot takes in here eventually.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're going to do our damnedest. So yeah, I got some shit to talk about. Been a busy couple of days. Just fucking straight hustling, I tell you. Not the least of which being my goddamn pool. It's that time of year again. Fucking pool's a thing. It's happening, and I'm already sick to fucking death of it. We spent so much time and money because I did the thing you're supposed to do, right? Where, like, you're supposedly, I guess, especially for an above-ground pool, not supposed to drain it every year because, like, it's bad for the vinyl to stand up, like, unfull all year or something like that. It's supposed to, like, empty it halfway and cover it. Well, I emptied it halfway, and the cover was, like, kind of on there for the most part. So the rest of it filled up the remaining halfway between now and last year with fucking rainwater. So when we lifted the cover up, it was all just, like, green and dank and...
Oof.
3 weeks and $120 in chemicals and shit later. It wasn't green anymore, but it wasn't exactly like clear.
Like, but was it still dank?
It was still a little dank. There he is.
Oh, Kelly.
There he is. But no, like all the levels were good, the pH was good, all that shit. But just you couldn't look into it and see the bottom, which meant scientifically anything could have been in there. Like there could have been like a possum down there. We never would have fucking known. It's impossible to tell. So after fucking with it for a month, just screw it. Let's just drain it and start over. And so did that. And got it nice and filled up yesterday.
How many possums were in it?
0 possums. 0 possums, which is a load off. Let me tell you. That definitely helps make you feel safe and secure. But you know, I'm still just fucking working, just trying to get it done because you got to put all the salt and shit in there, all this bullshit. So like last night, I went trained jiu-jitsu, came home, and it's fucking 10 o'clock, and I'm slinging just 300 pounds of fucking salt. I mean, just chucking it into this goddamn pool.
Sounds like my Twitter feed.
That's when I had a revelation last night. Tired, I got sweat pouring off my fucking body. I'm hating everything about it, and I realized that like, if given a choice, like between sex robot and pool maintaining robot. It's not even close. Like pool maintaining robot like 1,000 times before sex robot.
They literally have pool cleaning robots.
Yeah, but it's not gonna throw salt in and shit for me. Like it's not gonna do. I need like all the work. Like it needs to do everything, all that shit. I want to throw salt. I want to fucking rake and all that stuff because like, not for nothing, but the lady's more or less a sure thing. So I don't need a sex robot. I'm fine. But but if I had a fucking pool cleaning robot, like, sign me the fuck up. I'm so goddamn sick of it.
See, the problem with the sex robot is that's just more cleaning you're gonna have to do.
You know what? You're not wrong. Yeah, unless you're gonna shower too. Like, then you're gonna take care of your fucking self. Clean yourself up. You were expensive. Yeah. I hate it. And I told Zoe, man, I'm like, look, if you don't swim in this goddamn pool this year, I'm not doing this shit again next year. I'm not gonna do it. And then, like, I didn't know she was listening, but from 3 rooms away, Nicole's like, yeah, you will. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I fucking will. So just please, for me, do it. Fucking crazy. What else? Oh, fucking, okay. I found the Transformers internet was all a tizzy last week.
Oh, really?
It was good use of tizzy.
Quite in a tizzy last week, because Thursday, Wednesday, word came down that starting last Thursday, the big ass Titans Return Trypticon figure, which I'd never seen before in the wild ever, big Titan class, was retailed for between $140 and $160, depending on where you found it, was going to be on sale at Ollie's discount bargain stores.
That's not real.
For $49. And it is real.
That's
and
not
I fucking
a real
found
place.
one. Turns out there's one like in the next town over. It's like a big. Imagine like a big
made up place. Yeah.
It's like a big lots, but with like more name brand stuff in it.
Huh.
It's kind of like all over the place, and it's all really cheap. Like none of them is like new. It's all like older stuff. But I kind of was thinking there's no way there'll be one, but they must have had 12 of them. Like it was kind of nuts. And for a minute there's part of me that's like, I should buy 2 and sell one in 6 months when you can't find them anymore. But like it's got to weigh every bit of 12 pounds. It's fucking enormous. It's a big. Oh yeah, it's a big dinosaur that turns into a spaceship and then turns into like the base mode is 3 feet wide when it's transformed out. Like it's fucking cool and real stupid cheap for that. They're very excited. Spent about 3 hours this weekend putting the goddamn stickers on it, and that part kind of sucked because there were 170 of them. You fucking maniacs. And the guys that make what's called Repro Labels, now it's called Toy Hacks. They make like reproductions of like G1 stickers, but also like upgrade stickers for like, kind of bring out more effects. They have another set that has like another 100 and some odd stickers on it. I'm like, you guys are fucking sociopaths. Like, I'm not putting one more of these goddamn things on this. It's not going to happen. But yeah. So if you got an Ollie's around you and you got $50, highly recommend the Trypticon. So now he's standing between Fort Max and Metroplex. And I got no more room for big ones like that, you guys. And, I am fresh out of space for the giant ones.
Well, and that's why there's probably so many at Ollie's, because at that price point and at that size, that's a huge footprint for a store. They're probably not selling a whole lot of them, and that's why they have 12 at Ollie's. How many years later?
About a year. Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, but I've never seen one, and I think that for the most part, it's Toys R Us is the only like brick and mortar store that carries the big Titan class figures. So I mean, maybe they were
about that.
Well, not anymore, exactly. So maybe they were overstocked from Amazon, or I don't know, or shit, maybe they got them from Toys R Us during the liquidation.
Maybe,
I don't know, but
I did not have many Transformers as a kid. I was not a Transformers kid, but I had Trypticon. because he was a giant robot T-Rex.
Yeah, it's really cool that it does all the shit the old one did, except it doesn't walk on its own.
Oh, come on.
Especially for $150. If it could have walked, it would have been cool.
Like, that was the main fucking thing about it.
But the way they engineered it, the way it transforms, making it walk would have been really difficult. Like, I'd rather it look kind of awesome in all three modes. More
focused on the transform than the action feature. I get it.
But it would have been cool if it could have walked. But not even like a lighter sound gimmick, which Metroplex has some lights and sounds. Not much, but it does something. But I digress.
Remember back in the day when we would do Bigger Than a Baby?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How does Trypticon stack up against Jax?
I mean, now it's no contest, but if you laid it out with the tail fully extended, yeah, Bigger Than a Baby, for sure. Like, hands down, Bigger Than a Baby, for sure. 100%. What else? I can't talk much about it, but I'm doing some voiceover for a project that we'll hopefully start seeing something from the next few weeks.
Cool.
Pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it.
Might this be a horror-related project?
Yeah, very well may be
a
horror-related project. Cool. So, yeah, so I've seen some stuff, but I can't share it yet. Believe me, the minute I can, you'll know all about it. But it's pretty fucking dope. I'm very excited about it. So more on that later. Just planting some seeds. And the last thing I want to talk about is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, and I'm not bearing the lead. This is goddamn magical.
I remember this Twitter storm.
So last Thursday, let me paint you a fucking picture. It's the day I bought Trypticon. It was a wonderful day.
Best day.
I left this event and immediately bought a giant Trypticon at $100 off retail price. Okay, that's an amazing story. That's a victory in and of itself. But we're Zoe's Honors Day thing. You know, the big 5th grade graduation, because we can't celebrate mediocrity enough. We got to celebrate graduating 5th grade.
Yeah, but she's also, you know, on the honor roll, right?
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah, she got a kick-ass art award, like a medal with like art and stuff and her name on the back of it. Very cool. She's very proud of that one, as were we. She's quite the artist these days. Very talented. But we'd been there for what felt like 4 days. Watching these awards presentations. Even money is on the principal being a little bit drunk because she was not holding her shit together at all, presenting the speakers and award presenters. And word came down that she got fired that week, so she's not going to be back next year. So I would not be surprised she was hitting the sauce a little bit.
It happens.
I can neither confirm nor deny, but I'm just saying I was fucking there. But you know, these are not super charismatic individuals giving these awards. It was just a fucking slog. So then they give out like thankfully it was just 5th grade. So we didn't sit through the whole fucking school or anything. But they gave out the little certificate, like, you know, diploma things, and there was still more. Like what the fuck are you doing to me? That should be the last thing you do. But we're gonna keep on going? Fucking all right. And so at that point, I'm getting a little punchy. Like the commentary is kicking up. It's like WrestleMania weekend, but it's just me talking shit the whole time. So I've got my lovely wife Nicole on my left, our friend Jennifer on my right, and they are trying their best to 1, scold me, and 2, not giggle because it's really fucking fun. I'm having a good time at this point, because this is the lamest, whitest crowd in the fucking world. Like, if you threw a paper plate in that crowd, you'd never find it. It would just blend in with all the people there. It's horrible. They're the worst. Very glad getting out of that school. Those parents fucking suck.
Get them.
Earlier on in the day, I've maybe around hour 3, they'd given out their perfect attendance awards. So, hour 7 rolls around, and like, you may remember a perfect attendance awards. And I'm like, fucking yeah, we get it. Yeah, perfect. We're good for those. Good for those fucking nerds. Great, good stuff. And long story short, their all the schools in the county sent in the names of the kids that had perfect attendance, and they drew for some bicycles. And they're like, oh, hey, and we got a bike to give away. And I'm like, all right, fucking run on. That's cool. So come on up, fucking Timmy, whatever the fuck. And so they come, everybody's chooping and hollering. It's this really nice bike, And I kind of say to Nicole, I go, oh, man, wouldn't it be like super fucked up if this kid had never ridden a bike before and he just ate it in front of the whole class? She elbows me. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm saying that'd be fucking funny. That'd be hilarious. And this kid goes and he mounts the bike. And he's having a real hard time with the kickstand. And I slide forward to the edge of my seat. She's like, what are you doing? I go, I don't think he's going to ride a bike. I don't think. It's just the kickstand. He's having, oh my God, is this going to happen? And then, before you know it, there's 3 adults trying to help this kid get the fucking kickstand up and running, which is another thing all in of itself. Because the kids are all yelling, you got to ride it, you got to ride it, you got to ride it, all this stuff. And the principal's like, it looks like it's been a little while. Glug, glug. But he finally gets it moving. And he goes ahead and he's attempting to make a quick lap around the gym. Everything's going to be fine.
Oh, no.
And we got a good wobble going. And he doesn't fall. He doesn't fall. Instead, he drives the bike directly into the crowd of his seated classmates. He plows through 6 or 8 kids.
Even better.
And I somehow am the only one who leapt from my seat, pumped my fist, and screamed, yes! The whole room is gasping, and I jumped up. Nicole said I looked like I was on the Arsenio Hall show. It was completely involuntary, but it was fucking amazing. The whole thing took maybe 15 seconds. It felt like 45 minutes. Everything was just in exquisite, beautiful slow motion. There's the moment, there's the kid is obviously really uncomfortable, but he's on the spot. And you watch the kids seated, and a handful of them realize what's about to happen. You see the realization creep across their face, but there's nothing they can do about it. There's nowhere to go. And he just slowly, but in a straight, just rolls through 8 kids, and it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And then this son of a bitch in a fucking plaid shirt tucked into his jeans gets up. It's there's still a murmur across the room. It was like, oh, is he okay? I'm like, fuck him, he's fine. And this fucking hit gets up, is like, now we're gonna give away the 4-H awards, and without missing a beat, I couldn't help it. I said, "Fucking why?" That was great.
Go out on top.
That's it. No more awards. And then Nicole took at me to sit me down. I'm like, no, there's nothing else. That's it. That's the fucking hard end.
I'm leaving.
But no, please, tell me about the kid who made the best milk carton fucking birdhouse. Great. Yeah, sure. It was magical. I'm not doing it justice. And I've had time to practice this story. It still doesn't give it justice. It was amazing. That's all I got. There's nothing else. That is the highlight of all highlights.
You win.
What's going on, Knize?
You win best week of the year, I feel.
So good.
Me and Mary saw Quiet Place, which
what do you think?
I enjoyed, but I had problems with it that kept me from fully enjoying it.
It was just too quiet, wasn't it?
No. It was.
Don't go crazy.
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
I'm gonna see it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's a well-made.
It's crazy when they all die.
It's well-made, well-acted, well-directed. It's a good, well-made movie. But there's a couple things, logic, plot devices that bug the shit out of me. But there is a moment, and Lee, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, I saw it twice.
And you watched The Office or no?
Yeah, The Office, yeah.
Okay. Did you catch the Office reference?
No.
In A Quiet Place?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to spoil that either, but there is a moment that is a carbon copy scene from The Office.
No way.
Yes, yes, 100%. And it made me squeal with fucking delight.
Get the fuck out of here.
I will tell you off air, Lee.
Okay.
But, or yeah, because I don't want to spoil anything, but it's so close.
How'd you not notice when Dwight showed up?
Yeah, a Dwight place.
He was the friendly neighbor that had the only remaining Jello.
Oh my god.
He said beats, silence, Battlestar Galactica.
It is so close to a Office scene that I have to believe it was on purpose.
Really?
Yes. Totally.
All right.
But my favorite thing about seeing A Quiet Place is, we've got MoviePass now, so we're hitting up the local AMC pretty often, and AMC has some dope-ass hot dogs right now. They have 4 different flavors. There's a spicy sriracha, a garden, a chili cheese dog, and mustard and kraut. And these hot dogs...
Okay, so they're just toppings. They're not like flavored hot dogs.
Yeah, but the hot dogs, they're next-level hot dogs, too.
Okay.
They're fucking Thanos finger hot dogs.
Oh.
They're that thick and, like, the best, like, straight Vienna beef hot dog flavor. Like the beef, like some straight up Angus shit. I highly recommend it. The spicy sriracha is the best one, although I haven't tried any other ones, but it's pretty damn good. So highly recommend AMC movie theater hot dogs. Don't think I would ever say that in my life. In fact, I used to eat those on my breaks when I worked at AMC, though. Nibble on the bun, nibble on some hot dog, but it wasn't the same. It was not the same hot dog. They
bullshit back then, huh?
I want to thank Kelly from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
For tagging me on Twitter with the video of the chick shitting at Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, that thing is easily one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
I'm sure I would have eventually seen it because it made its rounds around the internet. But Kelly and I have this bond. We watched a man shit in a bucket together.
Yep. And then spill it on his carpet.
So yeah, so now that we're connected, whenever somebody does something scatological, like in public that they're not supposed to do, like the fucking bat signal goes out. And Lee, you've seen it. Jose, have you seen this video? This woman, Kelly, Kelly, you're on. She's at Tim Hortons.
And threw it at the guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This woman is at Tim Hortons, and she is angry
about something.
Either they got her order wrong, they won't let her use the bathroom. I think it's they won't let her use the bathroom because they said...
That's what it has to be, right?
I read a follow-up, and it said that she's been a problem customer before.
Okay.
So they tell her that she's not going to be able to use the bathroom, and she's losing her mind. She's fucking cursing this dude out. And then she, in a fit of anger, leans up against this half wall dividing like the ordering area with the dining room, squats up against it, uses the wall as support, pulls her pants down, drops a fucking turd right on the floor, and without hesitation,
but like up against the counter, so it like slides down.
Yeah, and it's a huge fucking turd,
and she,
too.
Without missing a beat, she reaches down, grabs it, and chucks it at the guy.
That's next level right there.
That is insane.
And picks up a second scoop and tosses it at him.
Well, she
grabs napkins and wipe.
Yeah, that was her wipe down.
She grabs a wad of napkins.
She grabbed the napkins before she shit, so she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she used the napkins to pick it up.
Okay.
So then she wipes her ass with more napkins and then throws the ass napkins at the guy, too. Like, you need to just bulldoze that Tim Hortons.
This is what makes me think that she's done this before, just with the ease that she had done it all.
I don't know, man.
Because it was like nothing to her.
Yeah, but like, you crazy, and you're standing there long enough yelling at somebody, you're fucking scanning your surroundings, like, what can I fuck up? And you have to go to the bathroom, you have to shit. That's what the argument's about. You see the napkins, and you're like, all right, motherfucker, let's do this.
We're doing this.
But the best part is the fact that instead of just squatting, she leaned up against this wall and essentially used it as a toilet.
Yeah, she got
That's
prime.
some core strength.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Fucking mind-blowing. This is the world we live in today. Like, everyone is on high alert. People are just shitting in Tim Hortons and then throwing their munchkins at people. I don't know what they call them at Tim Hortons. Speaking of a pile of shit being chucked at a Tim Hortons, I watched one of the new Adam Sandler Netflix movies. You know how Adam Sandler made this Netflix deal way back, and they did the Ridiculous Six. They did the fucking
making a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah, they did him and David Spade are secret agents. There's the Kevin James movie, all that, and so we watched the week of. It is Adam Sandler and Chris Rock as the father of the bride and the father of the groom, respectively. And Adam Sandler's pretty much playing,
Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but like emotionally just beaten down. Adam Sandler like has 3 kids and Rachel Dratch is a wife, and barely makes enough money to get by. And Chris Rock's character is this rich LA doctor, so he's trying to make everything happen, father of the bride, and pay for the wedding. And Chris Rock the entire time is like, let me get that. But he's just too proud and too beaten down, whatever. But by God, it is one of the most aggressively unfunny movies that we have ever seen in our lives.
Oh, that is really intense.
We might have gotten 5 minutes into it before both of us are like, oh God, this is bad. This is real bad. And then we let it keep being bad, and then we finally got to the point where like, okay, well, we have to stick it out now. We have to stick it out. Because the reason we had to stick it out, because at one point they have the rehearsal dinner at this big mansion for this wedding between Adam Sandler's daughter and Chris Rock's son. And, everybody's around the table talking about, what this mansion is. I think it was the mother of the groom set it up. She's talking, I got this from a buddy. Psy, who does that song Gangnam Style? Yeah, this is his house. This is his house. And then they pan up, and there's a portrait, an ornate portrait of Psy up on the wall. So I'm thinking, oh, they're going to have a fucking Psy musical performance at the end of this, so we have to stick around just to see that out, to see that plot thread out. Over the course of this movie, there is a plot point where some of the main characters have to capture a bunch of bats and then release them in City Hall. This is a movie. This is a movie about a wedding. This is a movie about a wedding. Yes. At one point, there's a plot point where a bunch of the relatives on Chris Rock's side of the family get wholesale prices on glasses and contact lenses at a relative's optometrist store or whatever, eyeglass store, and an older black woman comes out wearing yellow cat eye contact lenses from like Michael Jackson at the end of Thriller.
Right.
And it's a visual gag like, hey, we got all this free shit, but she wears them the rest of the movie. She's wearing these yellow cat eye contact lenses the rest of the movie, but no one ever comments on them. Like, you would think every time her and Chris Rock had a scene, Chris Rock would be like, you look like the end of Thriller. Every time Chris Rock should be making a joke about her wearing these contact lenses.
Oh,
Nothing.
yeah.
Not even mentioned. There is a plot where a paraplegic elderly uncle is mistaken for a World War II hero.
What the fuck?
And is then asked to throw out the first pitch at a Little League baseball game. This is a movie about a wedding.
This is a hell of a weekend, it sounds like.
And it's like they show all this shit, this fucking throwing out the first pitch, the bats at City Hall, but they don't show Adam Sandler walking his daughter down the aisle. Like, you're expecting those wedding movie beats, but they spend more time with the bridal party's synchronized dance. that ends with a huge trash can of water being dumped over and a fire being started.
And could use that trash can of water after the fire gets started.
At no point is it funny, and it is regularly infuriating. And it absolutely became a hate watch.
I would say that those sound like bits from other movies that got thrown into this one, but they don't even sound like that.
Like, I have watched more recent Adam Sandler than I would like to admit, but this is embarrassing. And the fact that Chris Rock is a part of it too, and it's this bad, you expect the two of them, you know, not the whole grown-ups cast, but the two of them to at least be able to riff off of each other. But no one's likable. You don't really root for anyone. There's characters that come and go that you're like, who is that? Who the fuck? Who is this? What is this scene that we're having between what characters? And so Chris Rock's in it. Steve Buscemi's in it. Robert Smigel in it for like 2 lines, but none of his other friends are in it. So either he's just at the point where he's alienated everyone, or so many of them looked at the script and were like, oh, God, no thank you. David Spade was like, I'll pass. Rob Schneider was like, nah, I'm busy that day. So highly unrecommended.
He's got his own Netflix show.
Well, good for him, because this... and it's almost just... because he got that Netflix deal, Adam Sandler did. And he got paid a lot. And now it just feels like he's just running out the clock. Just throwing just garbage out there.
Korn towards the end of their their record deal.
Oh, man.
I still say...
here's the greatest hits.
Funny.
What's funny?
I did like Ridiculous 6.
Ridiculous 6 is stupid, but it's got that Adam Sandler vibe to it.
Oh, no, it's stupid. Yeah, for sure. But, like, that's why I like it.
It still has the spirit.
Yeah.
But this does not. This did not have a soul.
It is devoid of spirit, that movie.
If you would like to find out why they need to catch a bunch of bats and release them in City Hall, yeah, that's the only reason to watch this movie. And then last but not least...
I'm not going to say I'm not curious.
So Frank Oz is on Twitter now. Frank Oz of, the Muppets and director of a bunch of cool-ass movies. And he's talking about doing like a masterclass type thing. So I'm like, fuck. I want to be able to interact with Frank Oz on Twitter. So I need to unprotect my account. But before I do that, I need to go back and delete a bunch of shit. So I went through my Twitter account up until December of 2016, reading everything and deleting shit that I don't need on my Twitter anymore. And if you want to go to a really weird place, go back and read your past 2 years of tweets. I'm thankful that I couldn't go back farther than that. So, hit me up with them retweets, fam. And that's it for me.
Oh, shit. What's going on, Kelly?
So you were talking earlier about how you had a moment where you couldn't control your body and you leapt up in excitement as you saw that boy ride that bike into those kids.
Yes, that's exactly what happened, yes.
I had a moment very similar to it, but I think it was the evil side of me leaking out.
Well, that wasn't the good side of me leaking out.
I think it was your joyful side.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
But so on Saturday night, I went out to dinner with my friends John and Steve. And I was holding the door to the restaurant open for Steve. And I said, after you, as you do when you hold the door open. At which point, a little girl just runs out the door and almost crashes into my friend Steve. She stops, looks up at me, we lock eyes. And here's when I can't control myself anymore. I just go, not you. And then I go on, I walk through the door and go to my table. Her parents didn't see it. So as far as they know, it never happened.
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
probably making up why she's having nightmares about this strange man telling her she can't walk through the doorway.
Man, no lie, but fucking with little kids is great.
Yeah, for sure.
It was one of those things where I thought in my head, like, hey, that'd be funny if I did it, and I didn't stop myself from actually doing it. I just did it.
You let your id take over.
Yeah.
I love
So
it.
I highly recommend if you're holding a door open and a child walks through, just say "not you" to them as your locked eyes. It's a good time.
Oh my gosh. Hey, it could have been worse. Like, it is tense times out there.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. After dinner, we went to see Deadpool. Any of you guys see Deadpool?
No.
Not yet. I'm good. Maybe someday.
It's a good time. I like it a lot. I like it more than the first, personally.
And what was your opinion of the first?
I like the first quite a bit. What I like about the second one is that they don't have to deal with the origin at all.
Sure.
So they can replace the origin with just all sorts of weird Marvel Universe bullshit. And that's what I'm here for. Because let me tell you guys, this is a spoiler. Not a bad one. You probably already know. Shatterstar's in this movie.
Right.
And he looks dumb as fuck, and it's amazing. He looks exactly like I want Shatterstar to look.
So he's got like the big stupid headgear and the whole nine?
Oh, fucking yes, he does.
Yeah, he's
That's
been in
awesome.
some of the trailers.
That's
Yeah,
so great.
it's incredible.
Yeah,
and he flat out mentions Mojo World.
Oh shit!
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's all
shit!
full of like sorts of shit like that. Domino was great. I wasn't entirely sold on her, but once she's like in motion and in the movie, she's great. Like, she is awesome as the character, and the look they had works, I think, better in movement than it does in stills.
That's the chick from Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't realize it was until I was watching the movie.
Yeah, she's great in Atlanta. And
Yeah.
holy shit, speaking of, are you and Kelly caught up on Atlanta?
No, I'm a few back.
Holy shit, though. Once you get to the season finale, let us know and we could discuss, because it was one of those episodes where I literally had my mouth agape for probably a good minute straight towards the end of it.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm fucking talking about.
No, the last one I saw was where her and her friends go to the mansion for the party to try to see who was he looking for.
Drake. It was Drake.
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That show is amazing.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That fucking.
I've started watching it again from the start.
Like I like the weird Teddy Perkins.
That's my favorite episode of that series.
That is so bizarre.
My
Jose,
favorite part
Jose, you
of
need to get
that
on it. It's on.
episode-
Jose, do you guys have Hulu?
Yes.
You need
Is
to
it on-
get
It's on there?
the first season of Atlanta is on Hulu. Watch it.
Word. My favorite part about the Teddy Perkins episode is, you know, he's been there for a while. You know, it's like it's clearly really fucking strange and just not okay. And then like there's a hard cut, you know, and it's he's outside his cell phone and he's talking to Paperboy, and it's a hard cut, and the first thing you hear is the Paperboy going, "Why the fuck you still there?" Like, what the fuck are you still there? He just wants that piano so bad.
I've been recommending that episode to people that don't even watch the series, where it's just like, this stands on its own perfectly.
It's so
That guy,
bizarre.
man, like I never remember his name. The guy that plays Darius is so fucking good.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's the dude from that telemarketer movie that's coming out.
Yeah. I really want to see that. Like, he's just so great. And that's such a cool character. Yeah, good stuff. Anything else? What else got, Kelly?
I'm trying to think what else I've been up to. I think that's really about it. Anything else I'd talk about we could cover in the comic segment?
Right on.
Lakeith Stanfield?
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
What is the name of that movie? Sorry to Bother You.
Yes.
which comes out middle of June, I believe. July 6th. July 6th.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's got going on, Jose?
Just got back from the madness people call Smashville,
That's my neck of the woods.
which is the nickname for Nashville.
Oh, see, I didn't get that part at first.
Two reasons why they call it Smashville. One is because of the hockey team, the Nashville Predators. And two, because it has become the bachelorette capital of the United States.
Oh, so you go there to smash.
Nashville is a cleaned New Orleans. the strip, it's called Broad.
It's called what? Say
the
it.
strip.
You cut out. It's called what?
Broadway.
Broadway
is the street name, and that
Broadway and Second Avenue. That's where all the shit goes down.
Yeah, that's like it can turn from quiet Nashville to you.
Nice.
Broadway is a clean New Orleans. Now, the city of Nashville altogether, country Disney.
Disney. Yeah.
Country Disney. It's like so over the top country, it's comedic. And they have these fucking. So we were working at the convention center, Music City Convention Center, and we'd go outside, and on the weekends, almost like every 15, 20 minutes, these drinking carts come by. It's either a school bus that has had its top taken off and has become a party bus, or
one of those bike things.
Yeah, where you fucking pedal. Which fuck? Who wants to get drunk
and pedal
while you're pedaling a bike? And it's hot in Nashville. Like, it's like Florida. It's like fucking the weather was hot, steamy, and rainy. And there's people in fucking ponchos, just woo.
So I got an idea. Let's go get drunk and nice and dehydrated, and also like have a spin class.
Yes.
Yeah. But what? I just don't. Hey, let's all ride this bike in traffic and drink.
And there's always one bitch who's not pedaling.
I'm so tired. Becky, keep pedaling. No, I don't want to.
One of the funniest things we heard was a random bachelorette party walking down the street. And I guess this girl has given up on making decisions for herself, even to the point where she cannot determine if it's raining or not.
Nah, bitch, it's not raining.
Overhear her say, well, you know what? If you say it's raining, I'm just going to go with it. And they skipped off. And we're like, that is the most adorable thing I've ever heard. But fuck that.
Back to pedaling.
Damn
Fuck
bar.
that.
So, but what was cool is they have these. Have you guys seen like the city bikes? New York has the bikes.
Yeah.
Where they have the little parking stations. Well, this city had scooters that it's called Bird, but there's no like.
Did we lose you, or did
hard
you
to
just
tell when he's
brain
cutting
fart?
out or when he's
Yeah.
just pausing for effect.
Where
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
if you go to like somewhere and you want to keep it, you can lock it, and it's charging you. I think it's 15 cents per minute if you lock it. It's cheaper than that if you ride it.
And they're electric scooters that you can rent.
Yeah. And then when you're done with it, you just leave it where it's at. You check it out, take a picture of where you say you left it, and that matches, the location where it is, and you fucking leave. And then if you find one, you scan the QRC code, it unlocks it, and you fucking hop on and go.
That is kind of cool, actually.
Ring.
But there's like racks for them, or you just leave it where the fuck you want?
That's what I'm saying. Like you just drop them off
randomly, just in the middle of the sidewalk.
Well, you would hope you would drop it off in like somewhere that's not obstructive, responsible. Not like drop it in the middle of the fucking leave 5 in the middle of the road, take a picture, and walk off.
I'm fucking done with this thing.
Also, speaking of traffic, some of the worst driving I've ever seen. Like,
no, that's as real as it gets.
Fucking, we ordered an Uber, and you know we're on the opposite side. He's on the left side of traffic coming at us, and we're on the right side of traffic walking to him. So we're thinking, well, we'll cross. Or he's going to go and U-turn, so he's kind of going. We kind of, wave. We notice each other, and then he just like cuts it left, like a hard left. Just whoosh. Cars are honking. This guy don't give a fuck. And then, but with the greatest part, he pulls in. Like, so we see one side of the car, the left bumper's dinged. The fucking other, like, as more of the car is revealed, we just keep seeing the fucking rear view mirrors taped on. The back has been hit. Yeah, it makes sense. I see how you drive.
They're telling me it was a 5-star experience.
So Saturday,
I remember being a kid, and my stepdad would drive us to school and all that shit, and like the local Nashville radio, some whatever radio station you listen to, whatever. And so,
Yeehaw 540.
Something like that. So, so it's, 10 minutes off the hour or whatever, they'll always have the traffic report. And like the traffic reports for Nashville radio, dude, are so fucking long. Because there's like an accident every 25 yards on the interstate. Because these motherfuckers just cannot drive. Like, and I lived in Chicago for years, and it was never like that. Like they never were going on like a seeming never-ending list of fucking car accidents. It was crazy. Like, they're just the fucking worst.
We live in Florida, tourist capital of the fucking world. You know what it is, though? What did I say it was the capital of?
Smashing?
No, the other one.
Bachelor. There it is. There it is.
20 years ago. Like 20, 30 years ago. Like it's historically just fucking shitty drivers.
I think Tennessee still had women 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'm just connecting dots.
The views of Jose Guzman do not necessarily reflect the views of PanelsOnPages.com or his fellow contributors.
Yeah, but come on. Come on, guys.
Oh, God damn it.
Like, okay, wink if you agree with it.
Oh, Jesus.
Not in this climate, homie.
So, like what Lee said...
This dude's been going through deleting his tweets, and you're just out here saying women can't drive.
Who's deleting tweets?
I deleted tweets.
What?
You talked about it for like 20 minutes.
This is how you missed that Last Man on Earth got canceled last week.
Whenever I start talking, Jose just tunes out.
So Lee mentioned his side of town. Saturday, I wasn't able to make it to the fucking wrestling thing with him. A little bummed about that, but we got to meet up afterwards.
Yeah.
And went to some Hattie B's chicken. I guess they're famous for like Tennessee hot chicken.
That's pretty goddamn good.
Nashville hot.
That Nashville hot was no joke. It was like it was hot and it got you, but you just kept going back for more. You enjoyed like the hurt.
Because it's not like buffalo wings. And buffalo wings, they fucking either fire bacon wing, they toss some sauce on it, call it a fucking day. You know, like a hot chicken is in the fucking batter. It's in the grease. It's like everything about it just makes it is its own kind of thing. Like it is very good.
Red is the devil's dick, that chicken.
Yeah.
I've never seen fried chicken that color. It's like a really shitty girlfriend, but the sex is amazing.
They gotta put that on a fucking shirt.
So, but the funny part, we go at like 11, walk right in, you know.
Sit right down.
2 people in front of us. So I'm bragging to everybody at work the next day, dude, Hetty B's, we gotta go, lunch, let's go. We fucking go. There's a goddamn line. It's like a Disney line. The line is out the door, onto the street, down the sidewalk. People came with umbrellas because of how hot it was, because they knew what they were getting into.
I'm not waiting in line for any goddamn thing that long.
Fuck that.
But that doesn't make sense. What time do the bars and shit close in Nashville?
Well, I don't know if they do.
The bars close around 3 a.m.
Well, what the fuck? Why isn't this chicken place, like, how late does the chicken place open?
Well, they close at 11 p.m.
No, it doesn't. People are in line before it opens.
Yeah, but why was it so easy to get in at 11?
No, at 11 at night.
Yeah, but you would think, drunk people would be going and eating chicken.
No, what we've noticed,
it's not down on the strip. It's kind of off in the hipstery kind of west.
It's like Chick-fil-A. If you go to Chick-fil-A at a certain time, there's going to be a fucking long line.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's like. It's like, because there's another place, Martin's, that has the same thing. It's supposed to be, the to-go place for barbecue, which we realize they have a bar. So anyone listening, if you want to go to Martin's and the fucking line is down the goddamn street, go hop at the bar. You can sit, order your food, and fuck that line. We waited in the line we saw the line for that, went and ate fucking tacos somewhere else. The tacos were good, but 2 tacos, a burrito, chips and salsa, and 2 margaritas were like $60.
Cool.
And the worst part is we were still starving, so we went to Martin's after fucking our $60 appetizers.
Oh, fuck all that.
But hit the bar, y'all. And Hattie B's, shit ain't no joke. I got the mayo chicken because I didn't want to shit my pants, but I was stupid. I should have got the hot chicken. Lee gave me a taste of his hot chicken. It was fucking Lee's hot chicken is so good, y'all.
Yeah, I got the hot. There's a hot, there's an extra hot, and there's a flavor called Shut the Cluck Up, which I want no goddamn part of.
And was it like just fried chicken or was it sandwiches?
Both.
Okay.
Both. No, it was like you could get strips. You could get it as a sandwich. You could get it as like pieces.
Yeah, see, and by comparison, I got the large white, so it was 2 breasts with the wing piece attached, and 2 sides, bread underneath, pickles for all thing, and it was like $12.50. So
jeez.
My nose is
definitely
running.
better value than those fucking tacos.
My nose is running just thinking about hot chicken right now.
But see, the hot is as high as I want to go. Because my dad took me to Prince's Hot Chicken back in the day, when he was still around, because I let him be. And it was next level. Like, he's the guy. He'll always get the hottest fucking thing they got. I remember taking a bite of the hottest stuff that they had, and I immediately had the most violent hiccup I've ever had. Like, my body was like, get this the fuck out of me.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like, this is poison. Like, please stop. Like, it's awful. You won't have that with the hot from Hattie B. I would not go any higher than that, though. I'm not trying to fuck with anything called Shut the Cluck Up.
It's so adorable.
It's adorable.
Yeah,
but
I did not try that one. But I am regretting
mine was. Like, as red as mine was, I cannot imagine the fiery hellfire that must be on anything more than that.
I get it.
It was deep red.
I want it hot, but I want it to taste good, and I don't want to be in pain afterwards. Okay?
I think hot is where to go then.
Yeah,
because that was just enough to kick you in the back of your fucking nose, but still you wanted it. Again, she's a girlfriend.
All right, since we're talking about it.
Nom, nom, nom.
Since we're talking about it, have you guys seen these Taco Bell store brand chips they've got?
No.
They have Taco Bell. They're kind of like Doritos, and it's Taco Bell brand, and they have mild and they have fire, and then they just have plain tortilla chips that you would get with nachos at Taco Bell.
What?
The fire we got first, and I have to say, they're better than Doritos. They're
really
crispier. They've got more flavor. They're not as greasy. They're lighter, and the flavor.
So that's all they wanted. They wanted. That's why they did the Doritos Locos. They wanted their fucking
There's secrets.
Yeah.
The fire definitely has more flavor. The mild is not as hot, but easier to eat if you're just like snacking. But they are the bomb. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. I've only been able to find them locally at Winn-Dixie. And like I said, they've got mild fire and regular nacho chip plain.
And keep an eye out for that.
Highly, highly, highly recommend.
All right. Hell yeah.
So what's up? We got email?
We do got some mail.
All right. We haven't heard this in a while.
Right?
All this fan mail.
Fuck that. I didn't have the volume up. Let's do it again.
Look at all this fan mail.
There we go.
There he is.
There it is.
Y'all should email us. This is fun. Popcast@PanelsOnPages.com or leave us a voicemail at 616-951-1POP. And our buddy Z0 writes in. He says, top 5! Exclamation point.
Ooh. Made the call last week.
No. 6! Exclamation point. He says, fuck top 5s. Let's stay on brand.
Pop top 6-pack.
That's right. He says, what are your top 6 characters you want to see join the MCU before or in Avengers 5? Bonus if you elaborate on how they're introduced.
Before or in Avengers 5?
Yeah, so like not for Infinity War, but whatever comes after that. So your phase 4s, as it were.
Oh. And
I'm still calling.
This is Fox.
Deadpool will be the first one in. Deadpool and a new Wolverine will be the first 2 crossovers from Fox.
Agreed. And that's just what we're doing. We're just doing Fox, X-Men. Are we doing?
It says 6 characters you want to join the MCU before or in Avengers 5.
Okay, and so we can just do regular Marvel characters that the studios have the right to too.
Yeah,
haven't been in yet.
Fuck.
6 of them.
I like Wolverine and Deadpool as part of the 6. I think those make sense.
So then everyone come up with 4 because we're going to all agree on those.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
All right, I'm going to say, they've talked about it already, the thing that they want to do. I'm going to say I'd like to see Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan in there. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah, they've talked about that. That's probably going to happen.
A little representation, and she's a lot of fun. I like her in an ensemble especially. She's got a good head on her shoulders, that kid and stuff. I guess technically it was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't really count that. I think like a proper Ghost Rider movie could be fucking cool.
I would agree that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or the Netflix shows don't count. I mean, but
because Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
But the Blaze version was on there for just a second. Like when he's doing his origin story, like, you know, the Blaze version shows up and basically gives him the Ghost Rider thing. Like, so, I mean, so he's on there for a minute.
But not enough to where you're locked into who's playing him.
Right. And I don't know, Ghost Rider's fucking cool. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do that's not those fucking Ghost Rider movies. Or even like if you wanted to do the Robbie Reyes version, like that'd be cool too, because he was the best part of that season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He's why I kept watching, and then they just were like, "No, we're only gonna do Ghost Rider like 4 times this year." Like, fuck you. I'm gonna go Dark Horse, and I'm gonna say the Sentry.
Why?
The Sentry
I love the Sentry.
I like the concept of the Sentry, and I think they could do cool things with the Sentry in the MCU.
The idea, like, that he was around, and he like kind of made the world forget, and the whole like the yin and yang versus something like. So he'd be like he's his own worst enemy. So Avengers 5 could be the Avengers facing off against the Void. It's a possibility. There's things there.
I'd rather see Sentry. A Sentry Void story being a standalone movie, and then he pops up at the MCU, and they do the whole story about that he was forgotten this whole time.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And last one, because again, Deadpool and Wolverine makes the most sense. The last one I'll pick out of that, I'm gonna say Scar, son of Hulk.
That would be cool.
Hulk was fucking around on.
During his whole time out there, he was just banging.
Oh, you better believe it.
Of course he was. Yeah. So Hulk gets some baby mama drama. So you got fucking the picture of, Ruffalo's banner looking up at Scar, and the Hulk still won't come out, or like he refuses to come. He doesn't want to own up to being a deadbeat dad. So fucking, I don't know. That could be great. That could be really cool.
Maestro would be cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good fun Hulk stuff. So yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Cool. Okay, I will echo Wolverine and Deadpool, and then I'm gonna add Daredevil and Punisher in there because if we're talking Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though the Netflix shows take place in the same universe where the incident happened and all that shit, I want to see Daredevil and Punisher in a Spider-Man movie or something like that. Stick them in.
I see what you're saying.
But do you think that they're too dark to be in?
They can be dark on Netflix.
Well, they need to grow Spider-Man up a little bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'll probably be 2 more movies before he graduates.
Yeah, but goddamn, by then, fucking real Punisher and Daredevil are going to be old.
That's true. So, I want to see them all together. That's a good Daredevil and it's a good Punisher.
It'd be so nice, man. Just for a minute.
And then, since I don't have enough room on my list for the Fantastic Four, I'm going to say Dr. Doom. And since we're bringing in Wolverine, I love Sabretooth, and I want to see a good Sabretooth. Not proper. Tyler Mane.
A mix. Give me half Tyler and half
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
I like Liev Schreiber put it in a good performance, but that's not Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, I take it back.
I want to see like a Brock Lesnar Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Like, he can't just be a mindless, dumb animal like Tyler Mane. And he's got to have the bulk that Liev Schreiber didn't have. And no cat running.
No cat running.
No kitty running.
I'm Cat.
Cool. Who's next?
Yeah, Kelly.
All right. So I decided to limit myself and also be on brand and only go 6 characters created by Jack Kirby.
Okay.
So we got Dr. Doom.
Nice.
Got that Galactus.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
I would probably cross out Sabretooth and put Galactus on my list.
Got that Annihilus.
Annihilus would be a good one.
Got that Fing Fang Foom. Where am I at? 5, 4?
You said Dr. Doom, Galactus, Annihilus, Fing Fang Foom.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
Fing Fang Foom.
Good old Devil Dinosaur.
Yes.
Love Devil Dinosaur. And then I had one more that I completely blanked on right now. Oh, of course, how could I forget? MODOK.
I was waiting for you to say MODOK.
Fuck yeah, MODOK. I don't have a lot of vintage comics, but I do have the 2-part story. That's the first appearance of MODOK.
Nice.
Love it.
From, what was it called? Tales of Suspense, where half the books are the Captain America, half the books Iron Man. Yeah, that's what that happened. This man, this MODOK.
So
what's
Shark, before you go, Shark in the chat says he had an idea about, you guys hear about Jake Gyllenhaal being in talks to play Mysterio?
Yeah.
He says, what if Doctor Strange and Mysterio open the realms to other Earths so that you could see Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in Death of Spidey?
That'd be funny.
But I don't, in that regard, though, I don't want Mysterio to be actually magic.
No.
I don't want him to have any actual mystical powers.
No, all the special effects and shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're talking, me and Knize's, that if Fox can, like, act as like their ultimate universe and just roll with that.
You mean Sony?
Sony.
Yeah. Talking about how, the Venom isn't supposed to be part of the MCU, but it's tied in with the Sony Spider-Man. Then, like, the Sony Spider-Man universe is like an ultimate universe.
Just
I can see it.
Sony puts out, like, it might not be part of this universe. Man, never mind. No, they already introduced. Either way, here's mine.
Okay.
I got now. This I want to see Netflix because I don't know if they'll do it right in the movie, but I want to see Moon Knight.
Yes.
Ooh, I would be all about it.
Who was that? Bendis?
Yeah, he did.
Personality. I want to see like that run. And keeping on that, I want to see Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye get a fucking Fraction Hawkeye series.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So give me those two. I still say Deadpool is going to be the first one to pop up.
Because Deadpool's easy because he's already doing the breaking the fourth wall thing. So that's your explanation for him.
Yeah, but it's also
what? You broke up.
God damn it.
It's also
trail.
The Jose Long pause.
We lost you there.
It's the fucking my internet. I think we need a new router.
Yeah.
But it's been doing that all episode. You guys keep going out. I go out.
That stinks.
Yeah, the fucking internet blows. Going with Kelly with Galactus, because I want to see a fucking Silver Surfer back.
There you go.
Yep.
Give me Silver Surfer and Galactus. That's not a fucking storm cloud. And then going in with a new Wolverine, and I want to see fucking Omega Red.
Yeah, boy.
Like,
my
legit.
God.
Like I wanted the Omega. I don't know a whole lot about the comics Omega Red, but I do remember playing that fucking X-Men arcade game forever, and Omega Red is just fucking a badass.
It's so exciting to think about the MCU doing all of the X-Men supporting characters and not doing it like Fox did, where it was just a fucking throwaway and it didn't even work well. Where it's just, oh yeah, this character's Omega Red. Yeah, this character's Caliban. I agree. I would love to see Marvel Studios tackle and do a faithful Omega Red, especially in this day and age.
Right? I'm talking like badass. And I want to see a fucking give me a short little stocky Wolverine.
Yeah.
And I want to see this Wolverine kind
Zac
of
Efron. Right, yeah, for sure.
Like like Ben Affleck's Batman, how he fought, how that action was almost exactly like the video game.
Sure.
A Wolverine fight scene between Wolverine and Omega Red that is like that Batman fucking.
I'm with you. Yeah,
sure. Where he kills everybody.
Remember when Wolverine was in Apocalypse for 4 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was a fun exercise. Thank you, Zero, for throwing that out there. What we need to do in coming weeks, if we get an email, let us know beforehand, Lee, and then we can prep and we can all.
I didn't check until 4 minutes before showtime.
I get it.
Well, that's on me.
No. I completely understand. You didn't get a chance to sit down. We do have one other email, and this is from our good buddy Nero. Sends in an audio clip, and also after he sent in the audio clip, I said, okay, you need to make an intro for this segment. So here's the intro that he made for us too.
We now return to the race to 100 Optimus Primes.
Population. On last week's episode, we learned that Lee is suffering from a debilitating weakness in his life. He has only 95 primes. Any man with any shred of self-respect would want 100 on that shelf. How can Nicole wake up next to that man every single day and look at him and know that he is just 5 primes short of 100? How can his kids be expected to listen to him when he asks them to do things because he is a 95 prime man? Folks, get on Patreon right now and pledge $1 to $5, maybe $25 an episode, so that we can get this man the money he needs to guarantee that his collection fills out and his life can be complete. You can help make the difference. 5 more primes, we can give Lee's life a meaning. 5 more primes, and our boys' tears will stop streaming. We can get his robot boner creaming. If we just get Rodriguez 5 more primes.
So, that being said, Lee, do you have any updates on the race to 100 primes?
I do, actually. I do. We at 97 now.
Whoa!
Ooh. Yeah.
Jumped. That
Yeah.
jumped. Thank you, pledgers.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we don't have a Patreon set up yet, so...
But we can talk about it. We probably should, because there are things we could use it for.
We do have PayPal. You can PayPal us. It's on the main site.
PayPal. That's true. There's a link on the page at PanelsOnPages.com. But yeah.
And make sure to tag it the race to 100 primes.
Yeah. But I found a big ass Rescue Bots figure at like a resale shop for $3. I bought that shit.
Nice.
And then I found at TJ Maxx a Power Surge Optimus Prime from the newest cartoon. It's real big and it fucking sucks. It's no fun at all. It's terrible. Like, it looks kind of neat and it makes a lot of cool sounds, but it to say it transforms, just being real generous with what it does. Like the front of the truck just like hangs off the back. There's a fake window. It just kind of lay it down and fold his arms backwards, and now it's a truck. Like, yeah, it's not great. It's not.
So getting some real quality primes in there in the last 5, huh?
Yeah. It's quite bad actually. Like the truck mode is garbage.
Well,
not good.
I don't think you should count it then. I think you should take it out back and hit it with a hammer.
Oh no, it totally counts. It counts. It's in the numbers. It's there.
Well, man, that's in 1 week. We went from 95 to 97 primes. So the race is on, you guys.
The race is on.
You can't stop this runaway truck that transforms into a robot.
Not now that it has a theme song.
Put a picture up in the chat. I said the robot mode looks cool, but that truck mode is garbage.
Yeah, that doesn't look any kind of fun.
But it looks big.
Yeah, it's big. I do like that robot mode. The crazy wings are neat. Like, that's all cool.
Yeah, the robot mode is dope.
That truck is bullshit. Like,
I like the mid-range mode too, without the wings and the sword.
Yeah, the mask and shit. Yeah, it's cool.
The truck has feet.
Yeah, that's all neat. That's all cool. But that truck mode, they just weren't even trying.
Yeah,
because what you can't see
feet.
is that
The truck has feet.
if you look at the front of the truck there's like a hinge right there. So that just folds back, revealing the head, and it just kind of hangs out on the back. Like, it doesn't integrate with...
Like a hump?
Yeah, it sucks. It's real fucking bad. But it looks really cool.
Well, thank you to Nero for the theme song, the intro to the Race to 100 Primes.
And thank you for all your well wishes and your support.
And your donations. Every dollar that you PayPal to PanelsOnPages.com will go to a needy boy who just needs 3 more primes.
That's right. That's all. That's all we need. That's it.
Cool. So we want to
Pepsi twist. Pepsi twist. Pepsi
You know what?
twist.
If we get PayPal enough money, then the next one will be Pepsi twist. That'll be the next one.
So we want to head to break. Come back
Let's take a
and get Shark on the line, and we can finish up the DC bracket of actual fantasy football.
Right on. Sounds great.
Sweet.
Now let's take a break. Come back in a minute and do all that. All right. Love you. Bye.
Break!
Ripped Apparel is your one-stop shop for limited edition t-shirts featuring all the crap that you already like anyway. Every day you're going to see 3 new limited edition designs available only for 24 hours. That's just a single day. After that, they're gone forever. And best yet, if you want to check them out, buy a little something, they're going to throw a little kickback to us, your folks, your friends here at the Popcast. So go to PanelsOnPages.com, click that banner at the top of the page, or on the sidebar at pcn.PanelsOnPages.com. Or you can just update your bookmark, check it out on your phone every single morning. That's what I do. Ripped, that's RIPT.PanelsOnPages.com. T-shirts start at just $10 and they'll kick us a little something every time. Help us keep the lights on, help us keep the podcast going, help us keep the site up, and gets you a pretty cool t-shirt, man. Cool swag, cool shirts, good people, good deals from your favorite podcast. So check it out. Ripped.PanelsOnPages.com. 24-hour limited edition t-shirts that are pretty damn awesome. Check it out. And now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
After picking up 3 ripped shirts during last week's show, I also picked up another ripped shirt this week. That fucking amazing Michael Jackson Smooth Criminal as the Dick Tracy movie logo shirt.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty dope. So we got Shark on the line, Matt, who sounded amazing last time he was on the show.
I hope I sound just as good this week.
Oh,
You
fucking
do.
so good.
You do. Kelly, you actually sound better on your phone, Kelly.
Okay, so I should use this from now on?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's comfortable for you to use your phone.
That's
but
fine. I mean, speaking of which, can you hear me playing Soul Calibur right now?
I do. I was wondering what that click 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 noise was.
Damn it. I may have gotten too comfortable.
Jose had to reset his router so he can yell over me while I'm giving my defense for my football team. So let's definitely wait until he gets back on because I don't want him to miss none of this.
Yeah, quick update.
So I'm going to try and switch my controller to a quieter one.
Need a quiet controller.
Because, man, let me tell you something. I forgot how much I loved Soul Calibur, too.
Hey, Lee, you were talking about your daughter's recital or perfect attendance awards, whatever that was.
Yeah. Oh, she didn't get one. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Has any of your kids done T-ball just yet?
No. But one of my son's little buddies does it, and he was way into watching it that one time. And I'm trying real hard to steer clear of team sports.
Man, I coach the T-ball team, and I spend most of my time either telling kids to stop eating grass or to look at the ball.
Oh, man, my favorite part of soccer was just sitting down on the field and fucking ripping grass out of the ground and watching it float away. That was the greatest shit ever.
You sound like every kid on my team. I'm like, put the grass down.
You don't know, though, Lee. Like, I have a feeling team sports and sports in general as a kid are a good idea because you want your kid to be active. You want them to try new things. You want them to be involved, work as a team, so on and so forth. But also as a parent, sports for a child are good to find out if you've got like a fucking ringer on your hands that can be your meal ticket for the rest of your life.
It's also a huge commitment of time and effort and energy.
Who knows? Jax might be just a fucking big-headed Mark McGuire. he might be able to hit 70 home runs in a season.
I'm gonna do. I think we're gonna do jiu-jitsu.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, no, I like that. Like I just.
He's gonna put someone in a hold in school, right?
Yeah, of course.
He's gonna choke someone out in gym class.
I'm gonna teach him how to foot stomp.
No honor in a foot stomp. And I'm fine with that. He can put anybody in whatever chokehold he wants to, as long as you don't start some shit. It's fine.
Don't start none, won't be none.
In case you're wondering, I did a look up on eBay, and you can get a Pepsi Twist Convoy Optimus Prime for about $80. I'm just saying, hit us up.
That's
hit us
doable.
up on that PayPal.
That's doable, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna pay $80 for it, but if you want to chip in for it, Go nuts, everybody. I appreciate it.
I got 5. I got 5 on the Pepsi Twist Optimus Prime. Jose, you there?
Hello.
Hello. Sweet Prince.
Hopefully that works.
Well, if you get cut off at all because of the internet, then I'll just make sure to get as many words in as possible while your microphone's not working. So since
this is it.
Yeah, this is the DC Conference Championships. So do we want to do since we're both on the line, somebody do a fucking coin toss?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to say it.
All right. Okay.
He jumped into that shit.
Hang on. All right, Knize, call it.
Heads.
It was heads.
Yeah. So I elect to go second. Which would that be receive? No, I kick.
Kick off.
Yeah, I kick.
All right, so this is the final matchup in DC Conference. We got Matt's Mamba Ken's highlight reel. For those of you that little refresher, that's Superman, Booster Gold, and Wally West, the Flash, taking on Knize as Gotham Rogues, Batman, Barry Allen, the Flash, and John Stewart, the oldie Green Lantern.
Kelly, get a quieter controller.
Damn
it. The best part is I can see, in my mind, Kelly with the phone on his shoulder, fucking legs crossed, just fucking Soul Calibering it up.
You got it half right. I have my earbuds in.
Gotcha. Cool.
He said I'm no savage.
What you got? Get us going.
All right. So first, I want to say it's a tough match this week. Knize's team has very little weaknesses, but the few weaknesses that I could find, they are very exploitable. So quick reminder, the quarterback is Booster Gold. He was also a quarterback at Gotham University. My running back will be Wally West, the fastest Flash. And then the tight end would be Superman. On defense, Booster Gold's the deep safety, Superman's the linebacker, and Wally West is lined up on the fastest receiver. These guys have been part of some of the best teams in the history of DC books. Booster and Superman have played football before and understand the importance of teamwork. And Superman will allow Booster to call the plays on offense, and Booster will allow Superman to call the plays on defense. The big key to winning today will be to switch up matchups as much as we can. Batman is a huge planner. So Superman, Wally West, and Booster Gold will want to switch up their coverage just to kind of keep Batman on his toes. Superman and Wally can switch and rotate in coverage of Barry Allen. Whoever's not covering Barry can then switch to cover either Batman or Green Lantern, with Booster covering the other. So let's look at some of the players. When comparing Wally and Barry Allen, this goes to Wally West since he can mainline the Speed Force. He's automatically faster. He's shown the ability to make a costume from the Speed Force. He can stop kinetic energy. He's able to remove or add energy to any object or person. He's able to redirect any object in motion. And of course, like I said before, he's faster than Barry.
You can redirect object, so he's like, no, you're going that way now?
Yeah. He can take the energy out and put it back in. Every step Barry takes,
cheating on life.
Every step Barry takes, Wally's one step faster. Wally was teaching Barry new moves when Barry returned. Wally returned the same old Wally when he came back. Wally can use an infinite mass punches and fights, so we'll turn that into infinite mass hits. The infinite mass punch is like getting hit by a white dwarf star exploding in your face.
Jesus
Imagine
Christ.
that when he turns it into a football tackle. He can take anyone down on the field. Barry Allen is the original, while Wally is the upgrade. If we look at the Flyers, it's Superman and Green Lantern. John Stewart is considered the best or one of the best lanterns ever. He can make rock-solid constructs, almost unbreakable. However, he could not use the construct to wrap up an opponent. This construct wrap-up would be illegal. It's called chucking in football. Green Lantern beat Superman, but he needed parallax to give him an extra boost to do it. John has been classified as a strong will, but not much imagination. Green Lantern creating constructs on the field would be ruled an unfair act, which is a penalty. He'd have to do construct extensions of himself only. Giant hands, a big head, a big foot, I don't care, but it has to be a part of a human body. Because if he goes outside of this area, it's a holding penalty. The NFL defines it as this: grabbing a jersey, extending an arm out or around a defender, or cutting them off. On the offensive side, it's if you impede a player running. For blocking, he'd have to be in front of the person or it would be a block from the back. John also has a history of being paralyzed. A big hit that leaves him with a stinger. Damn. A big hit that leaves him with a stinger or an immobile arm or leg will scare him. He's also kind of arrogant, has a history of trying to do things on his own. He's a Marine, a great sniper. Without a gun, that's not very helpful on the football field. A great sniper can't shoot people on a football field. Superman has a history of bringing the best out of people. His teammates would love to be around him. Superman, a former football player, knows the game. He can be an unstoppable tight end. He just has to move 5 or 10 yards and have Booster throw a short, high pass, and Superman will get to it. His flight and speed make him tough to catch up to on the field. If he has to run a longer route, he can. He can push the opposing team back a few yards. Also, during this game, Superman will be wearing his special K-suit designed by the one and only Batman. Booster Gold and Batman. Batman carries kryptonite with him, but that's no good to Booster, and we also know Superman's wearing his K-suit. You can't harm Booster due to his force field. He withstood a nuclear blast, a hit from Zod, and multiple interactions with Doomsday. So Batman has Batman has 3 weaknesses. He is a human and can only take so many hits. After a while, he'll wear down or get injured. Infinite tackles, Superman tackles, and Booster Gold hits will get him shell-shocked. Booster, Wally, and Superman hit Bruce at full strength, and he's injured. He can still play, but woozy. Bats is a great schemer and a planner, but this is his second weakness. When the plan is to stop a running game, you can't do it. He also has a history of not informing his teammates of the plan. There have been many stories about Batman not telling his teammates the plan, and everyone doesn't know what's going on. Batman is also emotional. You can throw him off with mentions of his failures. Like Bane broke him psychologically before breaking him physically. He can be if he feels he has failed. Let's see. Knize, do you want to go, or should I keep reading my monologue?
I'm ready whenever. I'll let you keep going if you want, but if you're done, I'm ready to finish this game up.
I was gonna say if you want, we could go back and forth. I'm cool with that.
Go to wrap up. Go to wrap up.
Okay. So Booster Gold also has a sidekick and Skeets on the side. He can store every football play ever. Batman also respects Booster Gold. The force field can withstand a nuclear direct hit. Booster, this is my best part about Booster over Batman. Booster has better gymnastics, strengths, and endurance than the Olympians 500 years in the future. Batman is better than today's athletes and Olympians. But 500 years from now, Olympians will be better than Batman, and Booster is better than that. Batman is trained in MMA, fencing, climbing, etc. He's like an ultimate CrossFit player trying to play football. He would be good, and he may be better than good, but he won't match up with guys who played at the high school and college level. Batman is the world's greatest detective. He has some of the best gadgets. The bigger problem is he's great at planning, but terrible at telling his teammate. Batman has mastered many fighting styles, but Bane beat him down by wearing him down. A team of Booster Gold Soups and Flash hitting him, and Infinity hitting on QB Sneaks will slow him down. I'll let you do yours, and then I got a game plan after that.
All right, I need to get a ruling. So when it comes to weapons and robot suits and what have you,
it's not a robot suit.
No, listen. The ruling is they come to the game with what they would normally have.
Correct.
So is Superman? Does he normally wear his K costume, his K suit?
If he knows he's going to be around kryptonite, he does. Batman designed it for him.
I see where you're going with this, Knize.
So wait. Batman designed it?
Yes.
So that means he knows how to turn it off.
Yeah, there's a flaw.
So,
okay. But my point is,
it's cool. I got a backup in case you say that's illegal. I was already planning on that.
My argument is Superman doesn't normally wear the K suit, but Batman with his utility belt would almost always have kryptonite. If
I
needed.
feel like Batman has kryptonite when he's going to
Okay, so I have a backup for that because I didn't know if you would let me have that or not.
All right. Fuck no! I'm not letting you have in a fucking K suit. God damn it.
So here's my backup. Superman can make a trip to the sun and back in about 90 to 120 seconds. A trip to the sun with a radiation bath gives him a full recharge that can allow him to withstand a kryptonite stabbing for about 10 to 15 minutes before he gets to like human weakness.
Man, just said kryptonite stabbing.
But when is he going to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. At a change of position, a break in a regular football game is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. In a championship game such as this, it's 3 minutes. Football rules state that there are 4 mandatory long breaks each quarter.
Damn, son.
If at the end of every possession and every quarter, Soups does a recharge trip to the sun and back, he'll be good to go, and kryptonite will only affect him if Batman stabs him multiple times after 10 minutes. The longest drive in NFL history is only 13 minutes, well below the 15-minute line for Superman's sun recharge. So there we go.
All right.
I was ready just in case you wouldn't let me have the K-suit.
All right.
Solid.
So here's my argument. Let me just start out by saying that these are the correct teams to be in the DC Championship. You got two halves of the Justice League A list with the top two probably draft picks.
Batman versus Superman
in the entire universe. Yeah, the two top draft picks.
And Booster Gold is there too.
This might end up being probably the tightest matchup in the entire tournament. But the Gotham Rogues have a slight edge, and that edge is Batman. Batman is the leader and a deadly tactician, preparing for all scenarios and all opponents. So obviously his utility belt is filled with kryptonite gadgets. He's got kryptonite smoke bombs, gauntlets. He wears the kryptonite ring he's been keeping on lock in the Batcave. He'll later engrave 2018 DC champs into the band of that ring, by the way. So also, the Green Lantern ring has been shown to create kryptonite and kryptonite radiation. So we got kryptonite coming from every which way. You got Superman just as a regular dude in this scenario. Sure, the sun could recharge his power, but if he's weakened by kryptonite, he's not going to be able to fly to the fucking sun.
That's true. I was thinking about that.
Big dummy Clark Kent against tactical mastermind Bruce Wayne is a no-brainer. So in the matchup between John Stewart and Booster Gold, I would consider their power sets similar. You got Booster Gold's fucking suit, and you've got John Stewart's lantern ring. They can both fly. They can both fucking do cool shit. But a Green Lantern is more... Not only is my Green Lantern diverse, but Green Lantern power sets are more diverse than a Booster Gold power set. They possess the ability to adapt constructs to each specific play. John Stewart is an honorable military man and a natural athlete, but Booster Gold is a hot dog. He's looking to pop the crowd and get his face on TV. His teammates are secondary. Even if you give one of the Flashes the edge over the other, you can't get a closer matchup than the two of them going at it. They'll put on an amazing offensive performance on both sides of the field, but even if one has the edge, it's minimal at best. It might be one score. So what's the difference maker? Barry has a solid, reliable teammate in John Stewart and a ruthless field general in Batman.
Ooh.
Wally has a depowered Superman and Deion Sanders with a power suit. Blow the damn whistle.
Deion Sanders with a power suit. That's pretty dangerous.
Blow the damn whistle. Game's over. Release the confetti, because the Gotham Rogues are your actual fantasy football DC Conference champions.
I want to get a rebuttal in there for a moment.
Okay.
Booster Gold was told by Batman himself that he is respected by Batman for everything that he does.
Oh, you can't see if I'm making the jerk off motion so hard.
Yeah. So if he was respected, he wouldn't be such a hothead.
No, I didn't say hot dog. Hothead. I said a hot dog.
Well, okay, so
I just read
a hot
the
dog
shittiest Batman story I've read in years, and it starred Booster Gold. So that might be tainting my perception a little bit.
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
So I've got an answer to your Barry Allen issue, and that's when we switch it up and let Superman cover against Flash. All right. We let Superman freeze the field in front of Barry Allen. Barry Allen can't get any traction. Superman then can outrun him or outfly him at that point.
But
okay,
so let me ask this, because I think this is going to come down to a big part, because you're saying that you're going to put Superman on the Flash. Now, how much kryptonite does it take to make it to where Superman is not able to do that?
Like a nugget.
If you're doing a radiation bath, you have to stab Superman with a piece of kryptonite. If you stab him, that's a personal foul.
But
no, I'm not looking
you're
to
remove from the game.
I'm not looking to kill Superman. That's
Right.
what stabbing him with kryptonite would do. I'm not looking to kill him. I'm looking to weakening him. I'm looking to remove his powers from him and make him just a regular dude, like he would be on Krypton.
Right, but if he does that radiation bath, the only way for the first 10 or 15 minutes until it wears off is to do it by a stabbing. It has to get into the bloodstream.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if this kryptonite,
I was under the understanding that the kryptonite radiation that the Green Lantern ring can create is like fallout radiation, not radiation that we have to stab him with.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my thing is so if that's for the whole quarter and he's weak the whole quarter, how long? See, but and then the big sticking point is if he recharged before the game.
He can recharge. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes for a charge to hold, and there are 4 breaks a quarter, so he could technically
but
leave
what
the
I'm
field
saying
every 4
is
minutes.
If you're saying 10 to 15 minutes for it to wear off. So
Correct.
Let's say the first quarter is 13 minutes. So now you're playing 2 more minutes of football under radiation, completely zoned out of power.
I do have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
Yeah, if you can't fucking leave during a timeout and go to the sun.
You can't just leave.
You can go get taped up. There's no rule about
they're
going
not
to get
leaving.
taped up.
They're not leaving the stadium.
You
You're
can't
talking
just
about
leave and go to the
like
sun.
the Earth. You want to call a timeout and leave the Earth? I just don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about that. But even if you did call a time, so you would have. So you're saying that every.
Like, hold on,
but now here's what happens: is you only have so many timeouts.
You have 3 timeouts, and you got 3 minutes per timeout because it'll be a mandatory break based off of the NFL rules.
So, but here's my thing: is now you're down to timeout management. But if you mismanage your timeouts based on the amount of kryptonite he's being exposed to at certain times, and then now you're down to the last 4 minutes of the game, you don't have another timeout, and he's wounded.
Well, I've also got so if we have a weakened Superman who's a farm boy, he's Clark Kent. He's still got all the smarts that Superman Clark Kent has always had. So he knows the football. He doesn't have to match up strength to strength on offense. He doesn't have to match up strength to strength on Green Lantern. He can match up strength to strength on Bruce Wayne and allow Wally West to run those 5 yards at a time just to eat up clock.
But now here's my thing.
I was going to say, I don't need home run plays. I've got the fastest Flash. All I need to do is control.
Home run is fucking baseball. Even I know that.
Oh my God. I don't need the Hail Mary plays. I've got Booster Gold yelling out Martha Wayne, just like Peyton Manning mentioning Omaha during the pre-snap. Batman's out of his own game at the end of every quarter.
You want a match in a battle of wits with Batman? You think that Booster Gold is going to be able to match up the Batman in a battle of wits?
At the end of every quarter, Hunger Games style, Martha Kent's team is sending up memorials to everyone Batman has ever failed. Barbara Gordon's face up there. Jason Todd,
just pictures of Jason Todd.
Thomas Wayne, Damian, Stephanie Brown, Harvey Dent. The list goes on and on of people Batman has failed, and their faces are staring at him with disappointment. And Batman is now off his game.
Is he off his game, or is he even more motivated?
That's what I was going to say.
Every time he hears a name, he hesitates. And a hesitation in football is 5 yards. We've said this game is going to be close. Again, I don't need a home run play. I don't need the Hail Mary. I'm controlling the clock with the fastest flash. I've got two guys that have more football knowledge than the other team combined. When it comes down to close games, clock management, I'm giving it to the guys who have played football before.
See, but here's
the fastest flash.
Here's my problem.
Love you, Knize, by the way.
It's all good.
Is you had me with Booster Gold until you told me Batman made his suit.
No. Batman made the K suit that Superman's not using.
Right.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So
Never mind. I misread what you said. I thought you said he made Booster's suit.
If you're trying to
take that all back.
If you're trying to get in Batman's head, let me just ask you this: what happened after Martha Wayne and Thomas Wayne were murdered?
He became Batman.
Exactly.
He became a goth for a few years before he became Batman.
He did get real sad for a while.
Yeah, he became real sad.
Yeah.
I don't need him. I don't need the Martha Wayne comment.
Real sad.
I don't need the Martha Wayne comment to throw him off for an hour of the football game. I just need him to be a momentary distraction while Booster Gold hands it off to the Flash or does a quick flick to Superman.
I think out of
I'm saying if I'm Batman and I'm walking into this, he goes, that motherfucker is gonna say some shit about my mom. Like, there's no way this son of a bitch doesn't be like, hey, Martha, so I better just steal up for it now.
Yeah. I think out of professional courtesy, Batman is probably not taking it to your team as hard as he would because, you know, they're all buddies, you know, besides the kryptonite and all that. But if Booster Gold started talking shit about, you know, his parents getting murdered and Barbara getting paralyzed, he'd be like, these motherfuckers are coming for the throat. I guess we're not fucking around anymore.
But let me ask you this question. So Batman is this great superhero. He is awesome. He hides in the dark. He can hang upside down from a gargoyle. He can tie dudes up. He can beat up the Joker and other mentally insane, not stable human beings. What does that do on a football field?
Really good at beating up the handicapped.
I think you're being really reductive.
What's Batman going to do? He's going to hide in the shade behind the bench and wait for someone to come over, and then he's going to batarang him in the head?
Batman is one of the top 3 members of the Justice League, and he's just a guy. And that's why.
Okay, I got two.
How many other guys are on the Justice League?
Right, exactly. Like, he's not just hide in the alleys and tie dudes up. Like, he's Batman. He's one of the top 3 heroes in this universe, and he's doing it as just a fucking dude.
Batman can't turn his head. How's he going to, like, look anywhere to throw the
football? Oh, you better believe he prepared for that. We got Dark Knight fucking Bruce Wayne out on the field.
All right, 2 questions. The first question, you led off with the constructs were illegal, but past games you've already established.
I think we've always said that there's certainly a limitation what the constructs can and can't do for sure.
There's a line.
Yeah.
Now, the second question is what if in training, because you got to remember this is the conference finals. I don't think this is the first time Batman's heard somebody yell, "You got your parents murdered."
This week.
And I think, did you guys see that Beats commercial where Kevin Garnett's walking to the fucking game? He's got the Beats on.
And everybody's talking shit.
Just screaming. They're throwing shit at the bus. Yeah. And like, get out of here. Somebody calls him a big gorilla.
But he can't hear anything because he's got the Beats headphones on.
I would imagine that by the
time you wear Beats, you won't have to hear racial slurs.
The conference finals came around. Batman has already stuck himself into a room like Clockwork Orange style with just flashes of his parents. So now he's just desensitized to it altogether. So leaning on that so hard, let's say that does not work from square one. Or let's say he leads you to believe that to the point where he has tricked your team out thinking that it works. and then at the last moment, he shows it doesn't and then scores. So what's your defense strategy based on that not working?
He's like,
against
I wrote that one before.
Against Batman? Okay.
Yeah,
So,
because a lot of it hinges on him not being able to keep his head in the game because of what's going around. But
Okay.
what if,
I heard you think I'm a sad boy.
So here's the other things against Batman. His big weakness is that he's only a man. You say that's his greatest strength. How many times can he get hit on a quarterback sack, on a quarterback run, on a little bit of a late hit, just to get him injured or just to get him a little bit worn down? How
okay,
many
but
times
now
can
let me
he
ask
get
you
hit?
this, though.
Yeah.
You're saying that human Superman's hitting him.
No, I'm saying that Superman's going to still have the charge from the radiation bath.
Well, how hard's he hitting him? I mean, he
Just
still
hard
has to,
enough. If you get hit by an NFL linebacker and you're not used to playing NFL football, you're going to get a little shell shocked.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that fighting Killer Croc has some crossover training abilities.
Right, but didn't Bane wear him down physically? This is going to be that same game plan. Just take it right out of the Bane playbook. Wear Batman down. Batman has the history of making the plans but not telling the rest of the team. He's this great strategist, but he never tells his teammates. He almost got a Robin killed because he got multiple Robins killed because of that.
Touche.
Never said communication was my strong suit.
Yeah, but also Batman has led a team of fucking bat people for decades and is
and
a
how many
leader
football
of the
games did
Justice
they win?
League.
Booster Gold was a top of the line university quarterback. He was the man in a whole nation of football players. Clark Kent was a high school great football player.
God.
I mean,
You know who was also a high school great?
Players? No, thank you.
Al Bundy was a great high school football player.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Al Bundy once threw 4 touchdowns in a single game. That shit's legendary. Legendary.
I even have a defense for your little promposal thing that you were going to run, Knize. I was ready for you to mention it.
Promposal.
Whatever it was where Batman stole Green Lantern's ring.
Oh. I'm great. So yeah, I mean, I'm good if you guys are.
Yeah, I can argue all night, but I got nothing else.
This is
it's tough.
This is a tough one.
Because I was completely leaning one complete way because I misunderstood whose suit he built. now it's oof. I don't know.
I keep going back. The key's going to be switching it up on Batman. And now, as I respect,
But my biggest problem is your game plan hinges on Superman being 100% for the whole game.
well, and that's why I have him doing the radiation baths or radiation, whatever they're called.
But I still don't know about leaving the Earth during the middle of a game.
I googled NFL leaving the stadium penalty and nothing came up.
What's the rule?
I don't
going by-
see why not. If you can physically do it and
Well, that's what I'm
back,
saying.
And
What's
technically-
the league?
I don't see why
League
not.
rule.
Superman's not leaving the stadium. If he flies in a straight line towards the sun and back down, he has kept the stadium in a direct line. It's just like he flew kind of high,
But
like a
also,
balloon.
also, he should not have the ability to fly to the sun because he should be weakened by kryptonite.
Not if he did the radiation bath before the game started. Literally, I have this written down that he will do it. Where's this at? Knize, you gave me 3 weeks to plan for this. I had too much time on my hands. Oh, here we go. So he will do it. Let's see. Yep, he'll do it the forward breaks during each quarter that are mandatory, every possession, every quarter stoppage, and right before kickoff.
Yeah, see, but then he's missing like all that.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean every
like
possession?
strategizing? He's gone because he's flying to the fucking sun and back.
It takes 2 minutes. It takes 30 seconds to say where you're going to tackle.
It's a 4-minute round trip, though, dog.
2 minute round trip.
All right. This one is probably this is one of the toughest ones, I think.
What's the NFL ruling on leaving the stadium?
Okay, I found one of the only things that I found was Marcus Peters throws a penalty flag into the stands and leaves, but isn't ejected.
There we go.
Yeah,
Your man's not leaving. He's coming back. He's just going. No,
I think that guy left. That guy left.
He's just dipping out for a refill.
Anyone got the Twitter hookup to an NFL ref?
We got a real what-if scenario here, Doug.
I think even if you allow flying to the sun and back as legal, I still think that's not good for
You
your
know
team.
what? I'm going with Knize because fuck Booster Gold. Oh, it was shitty. That shit-ass not Flashpoint thing just pissed me off.
Hey guys, I'm back. What are we doing?
When I saw that hit, I knew I lost Lee as soon as I saw that article or that issue hit about a week ago.
Yeah, that's not your fault. That's bad timing on their part, but fuck Booster Gold. What you got, Kelly?
I think I'm gonna go Shark because I think Knize underestimates how smart Superman is because he's not a dummy. He's a smart boy.
I mean, it's hyperbole compared to Bruce Wayne.
And I also think that I would say him leaving the stadium and coming back, if it's within the allotted amount of time, is legal. So I will say that Sharks team wins.
All right. What you got, Jose?
Oh, I'm so torn.
Ooh. Jose, I voted for you against Martian Manhunter, just so you know.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So did I. I was on your side for that one. I was 100% on your side. Go back to the tape. You lost, but I was on your side for that one.
Bullshit.
I was.
Bullshit.
He doesn't listen to anything you say, so.
Exactly. You
Bullshit.
don't remember. You don't fucking remember.
I remember. I remember it all, motherfuckers. Goddamn. Martian Manhunter had no powers. It was fucking
Oh, God.
football.
We're about to lose another K-hole.
Jesus. The whole thing's fucked. Here's my thing.
The global leader in sports.
There's a thing, or did we lose you?
He's thinking about it.
That long pause.
Hey, are
making
we
us
playing?
think about it.
Hey,
guys.
if we're playing in a fucking dome, is Superman blasting through the roof?
No, we've been. I brought that up a couple weeks ago, and everyone's like, no, it doesn't matter where we're playing.
I think he would be able to go out of the stadium. I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
can
it
fly
matters.
on a window.
You shut up, Kelly.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
You don't think Superman would go through saying "excuse me" to everybody?
He would 100% say excuse me to everybody.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Just trying to get to the sun. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Trying to get to the sun.
I had it to Knize when I thought Batman made Booster Gold's suit. I don't know if the internet went out and I missed that or just the regular. But I got if he stays fully powered, he's a tough cookie.
Stays fully powered, that's a problem, for sure.
Sure.
But I think that's taking a lot for granted.
I mean, only if he gets stabbed.
I feel like Batman's wearing a kryptonite dick ring at all times. Like he's not taking any fucking chances.
Yeah, I always got to be ready in case, Clark's DTF.
Never know it that way. Sometimes he looks at you, the curl of his ass. Fuck, man.
I also had an idea for Kryptonite Gatorade.
Sometimes they just call him Fuck Man.
And grinding up Kryptonite and putting it in the chalk for the lines on the field.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's not fair.
That's got to be penalties.
Well, I didn't put it in my strategy, so fuck you.
He said, but I thought about it.
I did fucking think about it.
That's super dark. I mean, I like it, and he'd do it, but fuck, that's dark.
Why is it so dark? It's a manageable amount of kryptonite. It's just enough to depower him.
It's just really elaborate. I like it.
Here's my thing. What is it? It's 2-1 against Knize?
No, it's 1-1
right now.
So Juggalo John is talking about some Hulkbuster stuff for Batman to have. If Batman has a Superman Buster suit, then Superman could wear his K suit.
Yeah, he does not have a Superman Buster suit. No,
okay. He's got the Thrasher suit though.
But if he's wearing that, then Superman can wear his K suit.
Yeah, but I think no, I don't agree with that because I think Batman. If you're talking about Batman, comes with what he normally comes with.
Which is one piece of rock of kryptonite. He's not going to be carrying kryptonite everywhere.
No, I think the basis of the character of Batman allows him to bring whatever the fuck he wants. And that skirts the line of the rules of the league. Because he's Batman.
I don't know about that, because by that logic, if I'm Superman, I'm going up against Batman in virtually any competition,
I'm bringing my anti-kryptonite
I'm wearing the K suit.
Yeah, but we're talking Batman, who one of his strong suits is his prep.
Okay, but if Superman's not allowed to wear a K suit,
okay, I got my
on
vote.
the inside of him.
I got my vote. I gotta go Batman because here's my thought. Batman will know the only way he gets his power is by going to the sun. And I think that mathematically prepping for all the situations to where he will have the enough needed kryptonite going out to mathematically force him to either call a timeout in certain situations to recharge or time it right to the point where that fourth quarter you might not have that timeout. Now, you say that Superman is tackling Batman, but that also means that he's even closer to kryptonite because wouldn't it be on Batman? So even though Batman's taking hits, he's still giving more direct
and the radiation bath. So I was reading about this. The radiation bath only allows Superman to be depowered by kryptonite if he is.
But he doesn't need to be depowered. Are we talking it's either all or nothing, or
so being weakened because the kryptonite has to be in his blood for when he's got those radiation power ups that last 15 minutes.
Okay, so here's my question: he has the radiation power up, but it lasts 15 minutes.
Correct. Longest drive in the NFL has been 13 minutes. So can Batman outdo a 13-minute drive without any timeouts?
So he can't be weakened at all by kryptonite during this time.
Not in that 10 to 15-minute window when he took the radiation bath. I had 3 weeks to look this up, so I over prepared.
Okay, so how do you count? Okay, Knize, sir.
Yeah.
How do you counteract a unweakenable Superman?
I mean, the go-to for Batman is kryptonite. If I'm up against full-powered Superman, Batman's just a dude. Batman needs the kryptonite to stand toe-to-toe with Superman. On paper, if the kryptonite is not affecting Superman, Superman takes the edge. But in this scenario, do we all agree that the kryptonite is not affecting Superman?
I mean, if that's what DC law says,
what DC law?
We have to go by that, right?
What DC law?
See, I don't know. I think that, like, to me, honestly,
the fuck are we getting this whole bath in?
All kidding aside, I think that because, you know, fuck Booster Gold, Golden Knize's team. But even if I wasn't, the kryptonite, the radiation bath thing, again, it presupposes that, like, you know, if we're gonna say they're gonna come into the fight with like stuff that already have on them, like, he's not doing that all the time. Like, and I get the forethought, but like, you could do that with anything. You can say, oh yeah, well, this time you're gonna do this and this and this. I don't know. I don't like leaning so hard on the radiation bath thing. I get why you did. It's a perk, but it's fine. But just for me, I don't like it.
I mean, I'm going to just kind of sell to Jose, and then Knize, you can sell to Jose. Wally West is the faster Flash. Booster Gold is a better football player in a stronger suit than Green Lantern on the football field. I mean, even if we're going to say that Batman and Superman become a 50-50 thing where both almost end up canceling each other out, you still got Wally West that's better than Barry, and you got Booster Gold that's a better quarterback than John.
No, you say
Batman and Superman
a lot. Wally is faster than Barry, but that does not necessarily make him better.
Wally taught Barry new tricks.
Well, Barry is also the first, and even if he is the faster Flash, they're still both Flashes. Like, that doesn't mean Wally takes it every time.
Wally can slow Barry down.
Here's my thought process. Let's say the two Flashes cancel each other out. They don't matter. Booster Gold and Green Lantern, they're going at it. Let's say that they're equal. They cancel each other out. If it comes down to Batman and a superpowered Superman who can't be weakened, you got to lean towards the football knowledge. And I think experience overwhelms a little bit. Now, if we're saying that Superman can be weakened, I got to go with Batman. But if we're saying he...
God damn it.
I don't know how much credit
fuck with everybody else.
Yeah, we didn't hear any of that. I don't care if Clark Kent played high school football. Like, that's not making a huge difference. 4 years of playing high school football in fucking Smallville is gonna matter against
winning
Batman.
A state championship.
Again, Al Bundy won a state championship.
What did Batman do? Batman never played football. He can, like, MMA and he can ultimate CrossFit, but he can't run a football.
He can't.
Well, I mean, I think Batman can run. If you're telling Batman run while you hold something, I think he can do that.
But how far is he going to get? Is he going to get 2 yards before he's taken down? We're talking football here. We're not talking who's going to be the best.
Yeah, but what was Batman? What was Batman, though? The quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to give it to
But
the
he
Flash,
doesn't
and
have
Wally
to
West
run
meets him in the backfield.
He doesn't have
All right, to wrap it up, we got Jose. Come on.
He just has to get the ball out.
It is 12:30.
Yeah, we got to wrap this shit up. Jose.
I got to get up at 5, guys.
I fucking said it. I said I was going Superman if he's fully powered. But if he can be
You
weakened,
said Batman the first time.
I think we missed that in your last long pause.
Oh my god.
Well, I was talking during it.
I'm sure you were.
God damn it.
Well, I concede defeat to you, Shark.
So he went. Wait. So you're saying Shark now, Jose?
Well, I said Batman when I thought he can be weakened because I think that Batman would.
I think if he can be weakened, at this point is up to the individual.
Yeah.
What do you mean up to? It's either he can or he can't. Which way are we going?
It's up to you. What's more plausible to you? Like, we're not writing a fucking story.
Right. What's more plausible, that Batman can weaken Superman with kryptonite, or that Superman has this planned out to run back and forth to the sun for the entire game to not be weakened by kryptonite?
Or what's more plausible? 3 dudes that have never played football beating 2 dudes that have, and one that is the fastest man.
I'm sorry. 3 dudes that have never played football, but one of those 3 dudes is a black Green Lantern. So like, give me some credit here, sir.
Let's go to the chat. What do you say, chat room?
All right, chat. Let's hear it.
Jose's thinking. So what do you got? What do you got, chat?
Zero says, Jose, it's up to you if you think Superman can leave the stadium.
And I call BS on Juggalo John. He can't make a Hulkbuster suit for Batman. That's illegal.
That's an awful lot. That's an awful lot.
What? I don't know. That sounds pretty cool.
The construct has to be for John himself.
Why?
John could run around in a Hulkbuster suit.
Okay, a fucking giant Hulkbuster suit that's giving off kryptonite radiation. I like it.
And Booster Gold just knocks him down on the way.
Juggalo John says Knize.
Okay, all right. So that's 2 firmly for Knize, 1 firmly for Shark.
If it's any help, my 5-year-old said Superman would beat Batman, but Green Lantern would beat Booster Gold. So.
Right.
Good head on that. Look at good head on that kid's shoulders.
I think Zero might have pieced out. I think he's the only other one in the chat.
Oh,
right
okay. So,
like, if Jose votes for Shark's team, then obviously that's it. That's 2-1, and I will. Zero says he can't vote because otherwise he'd vote who he wants to go against.
Zero's got Quicksilver, doesn't he?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just so you know, Knize, if you do win, I was reading up on that, and the Flashes, both Flashes are faster than Quicksilver.
Okay, where's it said he's done this fucking sunbath before? Where are we getting these numbers from?
I got no time for this, Jose. I'm done.
Just vote, man.
You kind of have to take one of our words for it at this point.
Yeah.
Who gave the better argument? Who played the better game? Who do you believe more is going to win?
And also, bear in mind, it doesn't matter.
Right. Because really, like, if you... Who is the Marvel team?
All right. Well, I'm going with Kelly then. If we're allowing this motherfucker to fly up to the air and beef up every fucking time out.
Kelly wins.
Kelly,
yeah.
great game, Kelly.
What, Kelly?
Me and Snowflame, we're going to the finals. We're gonna fucking shove cocaine in all your asses.
All right.
Like you're fucking Stevie Nicks.
Oh, that's so
Blow it
dark.
in your butthole.
Let's call it. Congratulations, Shark.
Woo.
You are moving on to the fucking finals.
Great matchup, man.
Yeah,
I was kind of worried.
Wait, what?
So you're going up
Really
against
marathon game of inches.
You're going up against Avengers Tackle, Zero's team, Vision, Iron Man, and Quicksilver, and none of those guys necessarily have a kryptonite. So I don't know if Batman would have been able to make it past them. So good luck, Mama Kent's highlight reel.
You gonna need it.
Zero says, I hate Shark's argument because I think flying to the sun is dumb. but it's legit, and he definitely did his homework. He did.
Oh,
All
no
right,
one knows
gentlemen,
they
thanks
didn't
for
do
having me
homework.
on, guys.
Well, thank you for coming on. And next week, are we doing this, Zero? You guys free next week for a final?
I'm cool. Can Zero get on and do it live, or are we both going to write in? Or what's up?
we'll figure that out. We'll talk.
Okay.
It's fucking 12:40 a.m. Are we gonna talk comics? Or are we out of here? Real quick.
Let's do a quick comics. We gotta talk about.
Hey, quick comics.
Thanks, Shark.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
Go ahead. What we got, Kelly?
Well, first off, I want everyone that watches wrestling to go watch the Hiromu Takahashi versus El Desperado match from today's Best of the Super Juniors. It was fucking awesome, and it's one of my favorite matches all year.
Spell that? No, don't really spell that.
I started watching a new anime called Darling in the Franxx, and it is pretty much what if Zoids was a weird metaphor for sex, and it is interesting. I'm sticking with it. It's, I think, 18 episodes out so far. I'm at 4. I've heard it gets better.
I got it in my my queue.
Yeah, I like it a lot so far, and I've heard it only gets better, so that's cool.
Right on.
Let's see what else. Comics, nothing really super impressed me this week. No Justice is still a lot of fun with the Jackass Starro. Big fan of that.
Yeah,
and then,
that's a take on Starro I've never seen before, but I really like it.
Yeah, no, it's great. Oh, I know what was really good this week. Fucking New Challengers from DC.
All right.
So that was a really cool way to do the Challenges of the Unknown, where the twist is basically that this scientist dude plucks people. I don't know if it's out of time or what. They weren't super clear, but like immediately as they die, like in some kind of freak accident or something, and then basically makes them, okay, you're the new Challenges of the Unknown. And it's kind of like a Suicide Squad-esque team, where you know how
already dead.
Yeah. And so you know how they like the logo for the Challengers is that hourglass?
Yeah.
It's like a tattoo on them, and as the hourglass runs out, that means they're closer to dying.
Oh.
So the longer they spend out in the field, the longer they're going to just be gone. But then there's one dude who's just like, man, fuck this, I'm leaving. And he just walks out a portal and just disintegrates. And they're like, why'd you let him do that? And the doctor's like, man, he wanted to leave. That's what happens when you leave. And then immediately dudes, like, there's a holographic projection of him right next to all the other dead Challengers members. So he immediately went into, like, the Hall of Fame.
Jesus Christ.
It was surprisingly fun. It's a really cool twist on the concept. I liked it a lot.
That's pretty cool.
And then what else came out this week that was good? Power Rangers. Power Rangers is fucking rad.
Yeah, it is.
And that's all I got for this week.
I like Skull as like the leader of the Red Ranger armies.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's fucking cool. Everything about this stupid Shattered Grid story is awesome. Like it's all so good.
It really is.
One of my favorite visuals so far is Finster wearing pieces of Alpha 5 as armor because he's now like a cyborg.
It's so cool.
It's so cool. It's fuck Alpha 5. Cool. Let's see what else. What I got? Let's see. The Justice. So Daredevil is good again. Has been.
Is it?
Daredevil's been good for a little bit, and much ado was made about Mayor Fisk. Well, in last week, Daredevil 602 came out, and Daredevil 600, Fisk was attacked by the Hand, and now he's incapacitated, making the deputy mayor the mayor. So Matt Murdock is now the mayor of New York City in this story, which is kind of awesome. And I really like the art on it. Mike Henderson is drawing it, and he's the guy who drew Nailbiter. Among other things.
Okay.
So it looks really, really cool. I really, really like it, and it was not always great. The beginning of Soul's run is rough, and I was talking to John Michael on Twitter, and I don't know exactly when it got good, but at some point it did. So I'm glad I stuck with it. But it did not earn my goodwill. It was a slog for a minute, but it is quite good. I like it quite a lot. What else is this? Like we talked about, the fucking Batman 47, the end of that damn Booster Gold story. It's just garbage. It's just garbage.
Complete trash.
Just garbage. It's so fucking dumb. And it's like, I guess I kind of like, I get what they're going for. Like it's a wonderful life moment with what they're shooting for, I guess. But it just is dumb and terrible.
And it made Booster Gold just look like an idiot.
Yeah, just a fucking dummy. And then ends with him telling Batman and Catwoman what he did. It's like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to have this conversation. Right? It's just stupid. Real bad. Like,
it made everyone look like an idiot.
Everyone looks bad. Yeah, there's no winners.
I still want to know why Catwoman could only talk in cat noises in that world.
I don't know. And like, why she was compelled to murder the Waynes.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it leaves me a lot of questions. But not interesting ones I give a shit about. Just frustrating ones.
Yeah. Like, it legit felt like it was by a different writer.
Yeah. And a shitty one. So
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. All New Wolverine 35 is the last All New Wolverine. Is the old woman Laura story. I like this story because it is a rare time when like a future story is not like an alternate shitty dystopian future. Like in this future of old woman Laura, like for the most part the good guy is won. Like the last kind of super villain is Doom. And so Laura gets together a bunch of her buddies and it's like, hey, let's go fucking get Doom. And that's what the story is. And it's really cool. Like I like it. I don't know. Kelly, you just got on All New Wolverine, so you kind of get on that.
Yeah, I just picked up the first trade and really liked it because I really enjoy what Tom Taylor does with Laura and her new friend Honey Badger in X-Men Red quite a bit.
Honey Badger's awesome.
Yeah, that have you? So you haven't been reading X-Men Red, have you?
No, I dropped all those X-Men books except for Astonishing a while back.
You need to pick up Red.
Okay.
Because yeah, if you like, it's basically going to be his continuation of his stuff with Laura and Honey Badger.
Oh well, there you go. Then I'll have to check that out then.
And I mean, you got to see this week Honey Badger refer to Namor as Abslantis.
That's great. That's awesome. And last thing I'll talk about is Gideon Falls #3. What a
that book's nuts.
Super creepy. Just like that book doesn't look like anything else.
No.
You have this crazy like Andrea Sorrentino artwork on it, so it's got weird kind of page layouts. He does a couple times. He's done a thing where he just kind of like draws like a panoramic of Homeboy's apartment, and it looks wild. Like it looks like it kind of should if you're doing that crazy panoramic thing with your phone. It's amazing, but everything like the art's very very rough, and it's not loose, but just like it looks like it's kind of not quite finished, but like in a really deliberate way. Like
it's dirtier than his normal style.
Yeah, I like it. It really fits the tone of this thing, and like it's just
dirty. I like it.
It totally is, and it's just like it's 3 issues in. You don't know what the fuck's happening at all. They're definitely planting seeds, but it's a great. It's all just tone because like not a lot has really kind of happened, but you're just kind of meeting the players, getting a feel for the world, and just it's just. Everything's icky. It's got a real good mood to it. It's good. I highly recommend it. Check it out. That's all I got. What you got, Knize?
Watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and the clip that I used at the beginning of the show was the point that fucking broke us both. And I think we finally fell in love with the series with that cold open with Holt screaming hot damn.
They do real good cold opens.
And Holt is probably the best character on the show.
Holt's great.
Holt's the best.
Fucking hilarious.
I love any time you get to see his husband Kevin.
Yep.
And him react. That guy's really fun. He's on The Good Place too.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
And then we talked about the Taco Bell chips earlier, but I also want to talk about the new limited edition Oreos kettle corn flavors.
Fuck you. That sounds terrible.
And cherry cola flavors. The kettle corn are a vanilla cookie, and then the cream has like a caramelly popcorn, almost like a Jelly Belly, the caramel popcorn flavor. It's got kind of that kind of flavor, but then it fucking feels like there's popcorn in the cream too. Like there's crunchy bits. So that's interesting.
No thanks.
That sounds real bad.
They're really good. No, they're good. They're good. They taste better than the cherry cola ones, but the cherry cola ones are more fun because
cherry cola Oreos.
Cherry cola Oreos.
White people, you done lost your goddamn mind.
So you got the cherry flavor. It's just in the cream. It's regular chocolate cookies, and the cream has like a cherry flavor. It has a cola flavor, and they also have fucking popping candy in the cream, so it pops in your mouth like you're drinking cherry Coke.
Okay.
Would recommend.
I'll try any Oreo. At least once.
That's it for me.
All right. What you got, Jose?
Started watching Shameless with the lady.
All right.
That show is
Quality
fucking
broadcast.
Yeah, you told us about that last week. Yeah.
Last time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, that's it then.
We established you don't really remember the shows.
And you established that you know some of those people on Shameless.
I do.
Yeah.
Truth.
True that.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Call it.
12:52. We rolling out this bitch.
Email us. Popcast at PanelsOnPages.com.
Yeah.
Or leave us a voicemail 616-951-1POP.
Also,
Love to hear from you.
Twitter at PanelsOnPages.com. At PanelsOnPages if you want to just mention us. Give us a top 6 or something.
Yep.
Tell us how you think I got fucking robbed this week.
There's a noble effort, sir. There were no losers
You got
today.
robbed.
Yeah, Kelly thought he won for a second.
I thought I won.
Damn shame.
Snow Flame.
Gonna Stevie Nicks all you.
We'll be back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Knize, Jose Guzman, and Kelly Harris, I'm the Lord of Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you fools next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo!